You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. Just go to Indeed.com/PODKATZ13 right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Welcome to the CJ Moneyway Show podcast, the podcast show where we unlock potential one dream at a time. Today, we have another guest whose journey is truly worth hearing. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the Moneyway experience.
What's up, my good people? Welcome to the CJ Moneyway Show, in association with Believe Network, the podcast that brings you stories behind the success. Today, we're diving into the world of real estate, investing with someone who's not only making major moves, but is also committed to uplifting communities of color through health building opportunity. He's a trailblazer in real estate, an investor with a mission, and a mentor to many. Sayam, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, man, I thank you for taking the time out your day, man, to come on today, man. So, Sam, man, let's kick it off by getting to know more about your journey. Tell us about your background and how you got started in real estate and what pursued you, into this field.
Yeah, brother, man. So look, me and my younger brothers are the sons of two immigrant parents. My mother's from Dominican Republic and my father's from Ethiopia. They both came to this beautiful country with nothing in their pockets, right? And they came with hard work. So they came to New York City, where we lived in a one-bedroom apartment, all five of us, me, my two younger brothers, and both my parents. Parents slept in the living room, and me and my brother slept in the bedroom. So I didn't come with a silver spoon in my mouth, right? And they worked really hard. My dad was a taxi driver for 21 years. My mother, did hair and did babysitting and helped raise us. They just really instilled hard work ethic in us. When my friends were out there having a good time, they made me read a book. Right. I hated them at the time for it, but now I realize it was all worth it. Right. And I graduated from high school, got a scholarship to go to college, went to Georgetown University on a scholarship. And, that scholarship changed my life. I became a Jackie Robinson scholar. So they really pioneered and helped me to become the man that I am today by making introductions, which ended up helping me get my first job, which was on Wall Street. So I did that for a little bit and I absolutely hated it. I was working from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Right. And, realized that quickly that wasn't for me. So when I quit my job cold turkey on Wall Street because of an incident that happened where they wanted me to reschedule my wedding when I wanted to get married, I didn't know what I wanted to do next. Went started selling cars, flipping motorcycles. And then I eventually landed on Wall Street because my younger brother, who's my business partner, found a house in Newark, New Jersey. Right. And it was a beat up house on a nice block. He's like, yo, we got to buy this thing. We ain't have no money. We know how to do it. We knew that we wanted to do it and we thought it would be a good investment. So we bought 1,000 here, 1,000 there, 2,000, got a title on our car. We went all in, my brother, right? And we were like, this got to work. It either works or we flop. And it worked. We made 60 grand on our first house and the rest is history, man. We've done over 1,400 real estate deals in the past 15 years and built a pretty nice real estate portfolio of over 600 doors today.
Oh, man, I would say moms and dad have you read a book when you didn't want to. It really paid off. Like
yes,
you said,
yes,
man.
It did. Yes,
that's
it did.
awesome, man. That's awesome. Hey, that what an amazing story. What we say, from rags to riches. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, 5 in a 1-bed, 2-bedroom home. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Man, that's just an inspiring story, man. So, Sam, man, was there a specific moment or experience besides, you saying you walked away from Wall Street, which is a big step I take. So let's just go here, man. You've completed an impressive number of real estate transactions. What's your approach that sets you apart from other investors?
Yeah, so we kind of fell into this approach because of a necessity. We did a couple deals that didn't go according to plan. I'm not going to say that every deal was a success, right? There were deals we lost money on, clearly, on the road to 1,400 deals. But one of the things I think that's a big reason for our success today is that every deal we look at, it needs to work with multiple exit strategies. I never go and buy a house and say the only way I'm going to make money in this house is if I flip it or if I sell it, right? Because if you do that and the market doesn't go your way, something happens where you need to pivot and make a change, you're automatically taking a loss, and that can end your journey before you even get started for some new investors, right? So every deal that I look at needs to be a flip, but also work for a rental. So if I want to flip, make $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, that's great. But if you know what, I need to pivot and keep it for 3, 4, 5 years, the market changes or catches up, I can rent it, make $300, $400, $500 a month in this house, and I'm not taking an L on it every single month. So that when we go into a deal, we analyze it and make sure it works either way. So regardless, I'm happy, I'm protected, and we don't lose any money.
That's a smart approach to go, man. Hey, keep on dropping them nuggets on us, man. Keep dropping them nuggets. So, Sayam, man, I'd love for you to share some of the strategies or philosophies that has helped you achieve success in such a competitive field.
Yeah, man. So one of the things I think that we do really well is, or that has helped us, have success, is that we don't really focus that much on market deals, right? So a lot of new investors, when they want to jump into real estate, what they do is they call a realtor and they say, "Hey, Mr. Realtor, can you find me a good deal?" And yeah, you can slide through a good deal every once in a while, but the problem with that is that it's too competitive when you focus on the market. Everybody, right? Everyone and their mama is looking out for deals on the market. So you're making 10, 20, 30, 40 deals and just like pounding your head against the wall, and you start getting frustrated. So what we do is we like to go directly to owners before anyone even finds out about it. We do marketing, we lock in deals, and we have a third or even sometimes even less than of competition because there's no one else that's playing in that field.
So let me ask you before we move on, man. So what's the name of your company, man?
Yeah, so I have a few companies, but Hero Homes is like the basis of all the names. We've got Hero Homes University, Hero Homes General Partner, Hero Homes JV1. So it's all Hero Homes is the main name of our company.
Okay. Now I've seen you when Sam sent me your bio and everything, man. So I went on your Instagram channel, you know what I'm saying? And I was impressed, man. Can you tell us where can the listeners find you on Instagram, man, and your other social media channels?
Yeah, man. So I'm on Instagram is IAM.Sayam, SAYAM. And I recently started a YouTube page where it's called Sayam Ibrahim, the Professor. So Professor Sayam Ibrahim. So check me out on YouTube. I'm posting stuff daily. But what I really want to do is I recently started a community of investors, right? It's a community where we're going to teach you how to do fix and flips, how to do rentals, how to raise money, how to do the BRRRR strategy, how to wholesale real estate. And to get access to that community, all you got to do is text wealth to 689-215-7664. We'll get you access to the community. You're going to get access to our lenders. You're going to get all the curriculum. You're going to network with other like-minded individuals and do deals together. And you get access to our challenge, where it's a week intensive, just getting thrown all this information, and you get deals of the week where you can actually take all the information and close your first deal.
Now, let me ask you, man, you say we'll get access to your lenders and everything. So is this worldwide or just particularly where you're located at?
So it's all over the U.S., but we have people in Canada. We got people in Mexico in the group, and they're doing deals in the U.S. But my strategies are primarily U.S. based, but it really could work anywhere in the world. Okay,
man, that's good information. Good information. So, Sayam, man, you've made it a point to empower African-Americans and Latino entrepreneurs to take control of their financial futures through real estate, which is one of the things you were just talking about. Why is that a mission so close to your heart?
Yeah, man, look, I told you I'm half Dominican, half Ethiopian, right? So I got the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame because a lot of our community, they don't believe that they can own real estate. They don't believe they can be real estate investors. There's all these misconceptions out there that you need a lot of money to do it, that you need to have perfect credit to do it, that you need all these things, blah, 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 to be able to jump into real estate. And that real estate's only for rich people. And I'm here to show them that that's cap. Right? Just get in the game. Buy your first deal. Your first deal could be the house that you live in, right? You want to buy your first house that you want to live in just by owning real estate, right? I read a stat that by owning real estate, you are multiples more, you earn multiples more over your lifespan being a real estate owner than being a renter, right? By owning real estate, you build wealth through appreciation. By owning real estate, you get to save on taxes. I'm literally selling rentals properties today for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even 10 times more than what I paid for it 5, 6, 7 years ago, and all I did is just own it and hold it, right? Inflation's not going anywhere, and real estate works really well with inflation. So I think that our community needs to go in, get in the game, buy their second real estate property, right? And you don't need to have all these things I told you. You don't need perfect credit and a lot of cash to do it. And I'm here to show them how, so we can have a huge transfer of wealth to our community. Right? It's not only for others, it's for us too.
Man, I like that. I like it, man. You're making me excited. I'm definitely going to check out this community, man. You know, I'm hoping the audience is excited, man, because that's a thing. You know, I've had a few people, real estate, you know what I'm saying, people on here and everything. Mm-hmm. But not many had that mission like you have as far as trying to transfer wealth into the African-American and Latino communities, man, where we can see some of the stuff and start building up our community. And it's time to quit talking about it and start doing it. You know what I'm saying? We say it all the time, like, oh, well, we need to do this. But yet we still going out here spending money. You know what I'm saying? We still going out here while our community is dying. I mean, I'm from one of them communities like that, Gary, Indiana, you know. So I've seen it, you know. So, and I want to do something about it. And, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully one day I will be able to make a difference, man. So I'm going to read your playbook, Sayam, man. I'm going to read the playbook, brother.
Thank you, brother. Look, a lot of people, they think they don't have the money to invest in themselves, to invest in their education, right? Our community, I try to make it affordable. All right? When you go in and you text wealth to 689-215-7664, you'll see that, right? It's $97 a month, right? Very affordable. If you think you don't have $97 a month, you know, people have $97 a month to go out to eat with their friends. And there's no return on investment on that. They got $97 a month to go buy a new bag, right? Buy new shades, buy new kicks. Take that money, invest in yourself, so it produces dividends. You can take that $97. It could be your next $25,000, $30,000 deal that you close from the information I'm going to give you.
Yeah, I like that. Like you say, we spend, you know what I'm saying? We spend money all the time. Just like you go to the bank and you pull out $100. You make like 3 or 4 stops before you get home. You probably got like $30 left in your pocket. Exactly. Like, man, I only went to the dollar store and Myers or something like that. So, man, we spend money a lot, man. But like you say, and I'm a big believer in that too. And I'm getting my mindset more set on certain things too, man. You know what I'm saying? Because even doing a podcast and things like that, you have to invest in yourself. You know, you have to invest and believe in yourself. And so some of the money that I spend doing what I'm doing, I don't mind it because I would have spent it doing something else anyway, you know. So I really get what you're saying on that level. Sayam, man, tell me, man, can you share a story of someone you've helped along the way and had an impact on them?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I got students. So for over the past years, I've helped thousands of people learn the real estate game. I've helped people firsthand close the 1 deal, 2 deals. Some of them I know that have closed, 50 deals over the last 5, 6 years. All right. So I got stories for days, but I'll give you a couple examples. So Ramon was one of my mentees. He is one of my mentees still. He wanted to get in real estate for years. He's been trying to get in for 5, 6 years and been struggling. And over the span of 2, 3 months of working with me firsthand very closely, he was able to close 2 deals, right, with over $75,000 in profit. He was able to get off-market real estate because he targeted off-market real estate. He had those same struggles I was telling you before, where he was focused on deals in the market, where he kept, beating his head against the wall and getting outbid by other people. So once we told him these strategies, I'm going to get deals off-market, he closed 2 deals with over $75,000 in profit. Lawrence Joseph, he's out of Phoenix, Arizona. All right, he had dabbled in the wholesale and real estate game. I'm not sure if you ever heard that term before. It's when you can flip real estate contracts and not necessarily buying real estate. He had dabbled in that space for a while, but never actually bought real estate himself. And so I met him last year, October. So it's just over a year that we've known each other now. And he's closed 4 deals in the first year of working with me. And he's about to close his first hotel, I think, by the end of this month. Right? He stepped it up real quick.
Wow.
Right? So, it's if you take this information, I give you real life strategies that we do in our business all day, every day, twice on Sunday. All you have to do is take it, implement it, and you'll see the same results because the information is all on me, but the action taking implementation is on you.
So let me ask you, man, before I ask you another question, because I know we talked about the community. You talked about the 2 guys, 2 of your mentees that have been off to do things. So with what you do, is everything coming from you? Like, do you give, like, are you there to give people firsthand knowledge or do we have to read it? You know what I'm saying? Online or how they come?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have 4 courses, 4 curriculums that are out, that are fully recorded, hours and hours of content. We do live Zoom calls where I do Q&A and answer your questions. Either myself, my younger brothers, Emil and Xavier, or Jonah, who's our business partner from another mother, right? Brother from another mother. We're the ones that are actually on the Zooms, giving you real life strategies and answering your questions firsthand. And these are my business partners. So if you're having questions on property management, Jonah is the one who handles the property management of our business. He's giving you how we deal with our property management. If you're having questions about acquisitions and finding new deals, Xavier is the one that's found all 1,000+ deals that we've purchased over the years. So he's telling you how we did it, right? And so and how we still do it, right? If you're looking about managing contractors, renovations, Emil is the one that my youngest brother is the one that's telling you that, because that's his role in our business. And if you're looking to raise money, structure the deals, creative financing, that's my wheelhouse all day long. So I'm giving you those direct responses.
Okay, man. Thanks for that information, man. Really appreciate it. Now, let me ask you, Sam, man, a lot of people talk about real estate as the ultimate path to financial freedom.
Yes,
Why
sir.
do you believe that's true, and how has it shaped your approach to investing?
Yeah, man. Look, I told you I went to Wall Street after college, right? I was in the Wall Street business. I was in the stock business. Right? I was a trader on Wall Street, and I don't touch stocks today. All right. That's ironic because I don't touch stocks today. I am all in invested in real estate. Now, you might say, you should diversify your portfolio, but I do. I diversify locations. I diversify types of real estate, from commercial buildings to houses to land. I'm in all these hotels. I'm in different kinds of real estate in different locations. So I'm diversified. But I believe in real estate because it's a real asset, right? It's real. Stocks, crypto, all people talking about that, you can't see it. It's too volatile. They fluctuate. One day you feel like you're on top of the world, and next day I literally know people that are crying because they lost everything that they thought they made, right, over the past 10 years in just one day, right? Real estate's not like that. Real estate's real. It's not going anywhere. There's literally wars today going on around the world, and on the other side of the world right now over real estate, right? So I believe everyone needs to own their little piece of this big world and secure your financial future. By owning real estate, you will build wealth. I can almost guarantee you that if you own a piece of real estate now, in 20 years from now, that piece of real estate is going to be worth more, and a lot more at that. If you take real estate 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago, it's worth significantly more today. So just by getting in, buying real estate, holding it, you start building wealth over time. Not to mention all the tax benefits you get. So by the more real estate you own, you think the more tax you got to pay. Actually, the least tax you pay, because you have something called depreciation that you can use to offset your tax liability. So you get to appreciate, you get cash flow from owning rentals, and you get depreciation. So it's the trifecta, baby. It's the best way to build wealth out of any strategy out there, hands down.
I like what you said, man, because, let me ask you this. What's the age limit, or, what age could a person really start thinking about doing this? Because I got a 14-year-old, right?
Mm-hmm.
A few months ago or so, he told his mother, how you ask your kid, what do you want to do? And so he said, I want to do real estate. And so she was like, well, that's a lot of reading and stuff like that. And so one day me and her was talking, something about what you just said, because we buying our house or whatever, we got mortgage. And so we was thinking one day, she was saying, maybe we should get us another house and let this be his first, you know what I'm saying, property, if that's what he really want to do. And I was telling her, and I just told her this probably doing a New Year's Eve or right before New Year's, or something that you just said, man, just made me think about it. Was if he wants to do it, you know what I'm saying, and he may need somebody to push him, maybe all 3 of us should get into it and learn how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it will push him even more.
100% agree on that, man. Now is always the best time to buy real estate. NOW. It stands for no opportunity wasted, right? So don't waste this opportunity for your son. Don't let your son waste this opportunity. If he wants to buy real estate now, he's getting started earlier. And I wish I started earlier, right? Buying and holding. Because I started flipping at first. And the things I flipped 12 years ago, 13 years ago are worth 3, 4, 5 times more today. So I wish I held some of those. Right? So I think that's a great approach. If he needs to get his money up right or get his cash right, I'd suggest that your son starts with wholesaling real estate to kind of flip some contracts and build some wealth that way, and then use that to put down payments to buy real estate. But I definitely think that if you guys are there to support him and co-sign with him and help him on his journey, man, I can only imagine where he'll be in 10 years, right? When he's only 24, 25 years old, right? Already owning a few pieces of real estate, he'll be way further than all his peers.
Yeah, man, I thank you for that advice, man. You know, I'm just like the audience. You know, sometimes I have people on, hey, I'm sucking up information too. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know the knowledge. And by you talking, man, and the things that you saying, you know, I'm going to go back and talk to my wife again. I think that's something that we're really going to focus on.
Let's get him in the club, man. Get him in the real estate club. It's the Wealth Wednesdays Real Estate Club. Get him on. I know for a fact we can help him get into, whether it's wholesaling, you know, fix and flipping, buying rentals. Well, he'll learn all the strategies and pick which one he wants to attack first.
All right, man. I'm gonna look into that, man. Cause you know, with kids though, man, they so, you know what I'm saying, the attention span, you know, that's why I was telling her maybe we all should get in, learn the tricks of the trade. And, you know, because, you know, at my age and the things that I'm doing, I'm trying to think beyond where I'm at too. You know what I'm saying? As far as generating wealth and things of that nature. So I'm gonna take you up on that, man. So, let me ask you, Sayam, man, because, you know, I only got a few more questions for you. There's often a focus on passive income in real estate. What's your perspective on it, and how do you make it work in practice?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So passive income. So essentially passive income is owning rental properties, right? And getting rental income. I love it, right? I just told you I got a passive income portfolio of 600 properties, right? And I think it's great because when you buy, renovate, and you resell something, that's active. You're in there managing contractors. You're in there doing the renovations. You're in there, you know, trying to make it sell. And you're waiting for some third party to say, I like it, to buy it. And it works. I mean, it does work. You make a lot of money. But when you are doing passive income, you get paid each and every single month. Although it's little drips, you're getting paid while you're doing something else. I love when I'm out with my family and I just check the bank account, I'm like, oh, I got an $800 rent deposit, right? Nice, right? Or another one, I got $1,000 rent deposit. So you're not actively working for that money. And that's the best way to be wealthy, because the definition of being wealthy is having more money coming in than you need to spend to survive, right? And passive income is what allows you to do that. So I believe everyone should start building their passive income portfolio sooner than later, so you can live your best life and spend more time with your loved ones doing things that you like, as opposed to actively trying to make money to survive for the next day.
I like that, man. It's this guy. He's from Detroit, Don Bart. He was the first black guy to own a casino.
Wow.
He owned the Majestic Star here in Gary. It was right beside Trump, because we opened them both up in 1996. And he made a statement. He said, I make money in my sleep.
Yes.
You know, I thought about that when you said, hey, I'm out with my family and I look at my account. Oh, $800 here, $1,000 here, you know. So I'm making money in my sleep. You know, that's
yes,
the way to go right there.
That's the best way to make money, man. That's the best way to make money.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Instead of being out here on the grind, helping somebody else make money while they sleeping, trying to get you something where you can make money while you sleeping. Hey, yeah, I like that, man.
You're 9 to 5. No matter what your salary is, if you're getting paid great money, or you feel like you're struggling to get by, your 9 to 5 is not there to make you rich. It's there to make your boss rich. It's there to make your company rich. All right, invest in something that's for you and your family to get rich. And real estate's the only vehicle that I know of in 2025 to do that predictably and safely.
I like that, man. I like that. Hey, man, I love the nuggets that you bring. I knew you was that type of person, because I said I went on your page and checked you out, man. I see, you know what I'm saying, how energetic you are. And, you know, you talk with confidence, you know what I'm saying? Because you like, hey, I've done it. I'm doing it. I'm trying to tell you. And you know, and what I like about it the most, man, and this is what I tell some of my guests, is that what I like about you guys it's not all about you. You know, like you got yours, you're doing your thing, you know, you got 600 companies in your portfolio. You got a hotel in the DR. I know we ain't talked about that. I was going to leave that on another note. But how you guys come back and want to help others, man, how you want to see other people succeed. And I think that's the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I can take it all for myself and do what I'm doing and don't care about nobody else. But I appreciate you guys, man, and you today, especially, for sharing this wealth of knowledge and telling us and showing us how we can go get this and do some of the things that you're doing. May not be on the scale that you're doing it at, because you've been doing it for a long time. But for us to get on the path where we can begin building something for ourselves, man.
Absolutely, brother, man. That actually, there's nothing brings me more pleasure and more fulfillment than seeing one of my mentees or seeing somebody else that I showed how to do this actually do it and get success out of it. I can go buy another house tomorrow. That doesn't get me excited. I've done it so many times, right? It's just repeating my business. When I see someone that I showed from the beginning how to do this, and I see they closing their first, their second, their third deal, I'm like, yeah, that's right. They listen. I love it. They doing it. They killing it. That brings the most fulfillment out of anything that could possibly happen in this world, guys.
Man, and I like what y'all do, man. So keep the name Jeremiah Johnson on your lips, man, because when he closed his first one from the things that you had taught him, man, hey, I'll be like, hey, man, I say, hey, you listen to him, boy. We all listen to him. Now we all got some property. Hey, I like that. I'm telling you, man, I'm on it. I'm on it for real, for real. So just let me ask you one more question, Sayam, man. I'm going to let you go because like I said, I know you just came back, got off the plane, man, from one of your hotels out there in the DR, man. Congratulations on that, too. That's a big thing, man. That's a big thing. Man.
Yeah.
That ain't no small feat. Well, you got a hotel in a whole nother country that you running. You know what I'm saying? I can just imagine how cool that is. Talk to us about your evolution in this space, man. How did you go from being an aspiring entrepreneur with big dreams to becoming a seasoned investor with a proven track record?
Yeah, no, it didn't always happen that way. So in the beginning, I started off by, doing fix and flips. As I told you, my first deal, I bought it, renovated, sold it, made a nice little profit. We started off doing fix and flips. And then we started off adding wholesaling to build some more cash flow. Because sometimes when you wait in 6, 7, 8 months to get that flip done, your bills still come between, right? They don't wait 6, 7, 8 months. So we did wholesaling to get some more consistent cash flow. But then, we kind of came to a roadblock where we wanted to expand and we didn't know what to do or what to do next to get to the next level. So I went out and got coaching and mentoring, and that really changed everything because I was focusing on market deals. I was only calling realtors to find deals. I was going to auctions. So I was doing all those things I was telling you about where I felt like I was hitting my head against the wall. I was making so many offers to get a deal. When I got that coaching, when I got that mentoring, when I found someone that was taking the steps that I wanted to go in, right, it changed everything. I learned how to find off-market deals. I learned how to evaluate deals. I learned how to do marketing towards sellers. I learned how to raise money to do deals and realize I didn't have to use my money or use my credit or go, so it really changed everything. And that allowed me to scale and realize that any deal that you want to do, there's more money out there than you ever need to do it, right? That's why if anyone wants to do anything, whether it's crypto, stocks, real estate, or whatever, or start a business, buy a business, right? Find a mentor that's taking the steps that you want to take. All right, that's doing what you want to do, learn from them, copy them, and you'll see similar results. But if you're going to hire a mentor, make sure they're verified and they're actually doing the business. Because there's too many of these fake gurus out there that ain't really doing the business.
Hey, man, I like the point what you said because I've heard this before. And I know a lot of celebrities do this. I used to hear with Michael Jordan when they say he'll go out to the restaurant. We know how much money Michael Jordan got. But when he go to restaurants and stuff, they don't have to pay. Like the restaurant is like, oh, it's on us. And so I like the point where you say, hey, man, use other people's money. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's the best way to go. I had this tax lady, a tax repair lady, and that's what she told me, how she built her credit up. She said it's always good to be able to use other people's money.
Yes, OPM, baby. Other people's money is the best way to do any investment or real estate or whatever you want to do. Yeah. Because you only have so much, right? Especially when you start out, you only have so much. So if you really want to scale, take things to the next level, you have to learn how to raise money and use other people's money to make money.
Hey, y'all heard that right here, man. Learn how to use other people's money to make money. So that's my final question for you, Sam. Were there any moments in your career that felt like a turning point?
Meaning that it was a struggle, and I went through that struggle. Yeah. So I had this one situation. So you spend all these time trying to grow, scale your business to the next level, and things are going really well. But you never know what's going to happen. That's going to kind of like take your feet out from underneath you, right? Mm-hmm. And so we were so focused on building our rental portfolio, and we said, what? Managing rentals, when you have so many rentals, takes a lot of time, right? It's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie, real estate's work, right? Mm-hmm. It's just like anything you want to do. So we went out and we hired a third-party property manager, and thinking that the property managers are professional at this, they're going to manage my rental properties, they're going to do a great job. And I learned very quickly that was not the case. They literally robbed me blind. So I gave them a rental portfolio that was fully occupied, 96% occupied. They gave it back to me at half occupied. I gave them a rental portfolio that had very little delinquency and late rent. They gave it back to me with a whole lot more delinquency. They didn't pay me rent for months. It literally derailed my entire business very, very fast in a period of a few months. I thought I verified them. I didn't do it well enough. So my learning experience from this was, if you're going to go out, you're going to hire a third-party property manager, or you're going to bring on a contractor to work in your business, or you're going to hire anyone to work in your business, period, right? Do it in stages. I should have given them 20 properties to manage and said they do a good job. Okay, I'm going to give them 40. I'm going to give them 60. But I gave them 500, right? To manage in one shot. And when you got mortgages of over $200,000 a month that you got to pay, but you ain't getting any rent for months, right? Because they're taking all the rent, it's only a matter of time before things start to crumble, right? And luckily, by owning real estate, you build equity. I was able to sell property, right, to get out of this stuff, to get money back, to be able to bring things back to current. But it was for a very period of time. It was very stressful, and not knowing what was going to happen with the whole business, thinking the whole business was going to collapse. So yeah, man, it's never peaches and cream. It's never all gravy when you're trying to build a business. There's always obstacles that come up. But if you know where you want to go, or if you know what your ultimate goal is, and you push hard enough, you will make it there, guys. The universe just works that way, right? You just got to put the hard work in, and by owning real estate, you start building wealth. So you have the extra equity and cash to withstand any of those storms that come along the way. So that was probably my biggest, obstacle when growing my whole real estate business. Luckily, I've been able to weather the storm, and we're much better for it now.
Yeah, I mean, you say $200,000 a month, so you go 5 months or so. That's $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly. I was 10 months. 10 months.
Oh, yeah. That's $2 million then. I mean, I know math. I can count. Hey, so Salam, Sayam, before we get out of here, is it any last piece of advice, anything, man, that you would like to share?
Yeah, man. Look, guys, I invite all of you guys to come be a member of our club, right? It's the Wealth Wednesdays Real Estate Club. Text WEALTH to 689-215-7664, right, to get in the club. In this club, you're going to be part of a community that's going to support you, right? I heard a quote that if you want to go fast, go by yourself. But if you want to go far, go in a group, go together. All right. So let's all work together, support each other as we all achieve our goals in life and in real estate specifically. We're going to teach you guys the curriculum, how to do fix and flips, how to do wholesale deals, how to build a rental portfolio using the BRRRR strategy, how to raise money. All right, our lenders, our network becomes your network. We share our network. We have accountability calls. All right, and you have Q&A sessions where you can ask all your real estate questions. But you got to get in the club. Take the actions today so that your future self will thank you. And I can guarantee you won't regret making this decision and investing in yourself.
You heard it right here on the CJ Moneyway Show. You won't regret it if you invest in yourself. Sam, man, hey, this has been a powerful conversation filled with insight and inspiration. Before we close, thank you for the advice that you gave, man. Invest in yourself and everything, man. And so to my audience, thank you for tuning in to the CJ Moneyway Show. And thank you, Sam, man, for sharing your story, man. For those who want to learn more about Sam and his work, we'll have the links in the show note. Hey, start your future today. Don't hesitate. Me, my wife, and my little son gonna get together sometime this weekend, and we gonna talk about this thing, man. For real, for real. You have been listening to the CJ Moneyway Show with your boy CJ Moneyway. Until the next time, we out of here. Peace.
Thank you for listening to the CJ Moneyway Show. Don't forget to share this episode with your friends, leave a comment, and drop a review. Be sure to tune in every Tuesday and Friday for more inspiring journeys. Who knows? Your story might be next.